This is Egg Boy, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, a 17-year-old kid from New Zealand who's being hailed as a hero online for what he did to an Australian senator following his comments in the wake of the Christchurch mosque shootings. So in today's video, we're going to break down for you this viral moment that is bringing this kid to internet stardom. Now, just before we do, I want to ask you to please head on over to pressfortruth.ca/donate, where if you appreciate my work, you can contribute a one-time donation via PayPal or Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. You can join as a patron, or you can join as a Patreon alternative member where you can contribute on a monthly amount. Or the best way to support this show is to just simply click the thumbs up button and share this video with your friends and family. Now back to Egg Boy. He's going viral. It was trending on Twitter. The moment in question that is making this kid a superstar is this clip right here, where we can see him egging this Australian senator, who then turns around and essentially punches the kid in the face twice. Here's the clip. Let's watch that one more time. Bam! Hits him with an egg. Here is another angle of it. You see the kid comes in, boom, hits him there with the egg. Senator turns around, smack, pops the kid in the face. And a bunch of the senator's supporters then tackle the kid to the ground here and hold him down quite aggressively, I might add. Now, what is all this stemming from? Well, this comes in the wake of the Christchurch mosque shootings, where this senator made some controversial, perhaps slightly insensitive statements in regards to the shooting. It says here, scumbag Senator Fraser Anning has been slammed for his response to the Christchurch attack. Independent Queensland Senator Fraser Anning has been slammed for his appalling response to the Christchurch terror attack. Within hours of the dual mosque shootings that left 49 people dead, Anning released a press release blaming the attacks not on the alleged perpetrators, but on Muslim immigration. He says, "The real cause of bloodshed on New Zealand streets today is the immigration program which allowed Muslim fanatics to migrate to New Zealand in the first place," Anning said. "Let us be clear. While Muslims may have been the victims today, usually they are the perpetrators." And this has upset a lot of people online. He followed that up with this tweet, which says, "Does anyone still dispute the link between Muslim immigration and violence?" And the backlash to this has been huge. You can just see on Twitter the response against this guy has been overwhelming. They've even launched a petition, as we can see here, demanding for Fraser to be forced to resign, and it's already got over 1.2 million signatures. So the internet is not happy about this kid. About this guy. "We demand Senator Fraser Anning to resign as senator after his hateful and Muslimophobic tweets when a minority community of New Zealand was trying to come to terms with one of the biggest acts of violence against them." And enter now Will Connolly, aka Egg Boy. The internet celebrates Egg Boy, the teen who egged Senator Fraser. In Christchurch, New Zealand, this past Friday, 50 people were killed and 50 injured in a shooting that targeted 2 mosques. Then, as people reeled and bodies were being identified, Queensland Senator Fraser Anning released a statement blaming the massacre on its victims. The world was in dire need of some good news. Any shriek of joy or scrap of hope indicating that we won't accept this. We won't allow this type of rhetoric anywhere, much less under the letterhead of an Australian senator. We won't allow this to be the new normal. And sure enough, the kid's actions have gone viral. All sorts of memes have popped up. We've got things like this, actually. He's been immortalized in street art already. A GoFundMe campaign was launched for this kid, and it's already raised over $53,000. It says here, "Our hero Egg Boy takes on Fraser Anning, the senator for Queensland that is now despised around the world for comments made after the shooting at New Zealand Mosque. Money raised will go to Egg Boy for legal fees and more eggs. He does, however, has said that, considering the fact that it has raised so much money, he's going to be donating the majority of that money to the victims' family members. Egg Boy to donate money raised for him towards victims of Christchurch attack. Egg Boy is going to donate most of the money raised to him for him towards the victims of the Christchurch mosque attacks. 17-year-old Will Connolly, who refers to himself as the Egg Boy, cracked a raw egg over disgraced Australian politician Fraser Anning's head. Now, the response from the Anning guy was something. I mean, turning around and punching or slapping, whatever you want to call it, a 17-year-old kid was not really a good way to respond to that. Granted, you were just assaulted. Yes, this was technically an act of violence, I guess you could call it. It maybe can be considered an act of self-defense, but I don't think so. And neither does the Prime Minister of Australia. We just see this coming out. Australian Prime Minister now says far-right senator should be charged for punching Egg Boy. The Australian Prime Minister suggested Senator Fraser Anning should be charged for attacking the protester known as Egg Boy. The Australian Prime Minister is coming to the defense of so-called Egg Boy, who egged a far-right senator after he blamed last week's attacks on 2 mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand, on Muslims' immigration to the country. Fraser Anning, a senator from Queensland, Australia, punched 17-year-old Will Connolly after the teen cracked an egg on his head during a news conference on Saturday. He lunged at Connolly again before some of his supporters pinned the teenager to the ground. So they're looking into potentially having this guy charged. They're looking into potentially trying to have him forcefully removed. But something I wanted to say in regards to the whole incident in general, for myself as a voluntarist, I cannot condone this type of behavior. When it comes to violating the non-aggression principle, I feel that acts of violence should only ever be used in cases of self-defense. That's it, period. And this has kind of these leftist undertones of shut it down type of a thing to it, where, the guy was just saying an opinion, granted a controversial one and maybe distasteful for its timing, but not all that unfounded or unbased in truthfulness. So it was some harsh words, but the man's opinion at that, and to just shut him down in a violent way, I don't think is something we should be outright celebrating. Having said that, it is kind of fun to see a politician with egg on their face, so to speak. The old saying goes, as having egg on your face is a term to mean that you should be embarrassed because you're doing very, very poorly. Anyways, just wanted to bring this one to your attention. It's acts of violence or anything that violates the non-aggression principle and is the initiation of force is something that I can't condone. But the internet sure does love this kid right now. He's blowing up online, still trending on Twitter, and he's got this fundraiser that's growing. We've got this petition that's growing, and he's being idolized and immortalized on the internet forever. So just an interesting little moment in internet virality when it comes to these moments that come up. I just wanted to share this one with you guys. I thought it was interesting. Again, not something I condone, initiating force and using violence. I would only suggest it when it comes to self-defense. Even the kid himself doesn't suggest that there be any copycat followers of his. He says so in one of these articles. Where is it? I think it's at the bottom of this one here. He says, "Don't egg politicians. You get tackled by 30 bogans at the same time. I learned the hard way. I think that's a slang term, bogans, in Australia for a bunch of no good white dudes or something like that. So he doesn't suggest you go on and follow his example. And neither do I really, but just something I thought you might find interesting and kind of comical to watch today as well. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. If you appreciated this video, please click the thumbs up button, share this one with your friends and family, and stay tuned. We're going to have more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth.
We all want truth. The truth will set you free.